Hello, welcome to our weekly Facebook Live in WOIII. And Nicole's gonna open us up here.
Hello. Welcome, guys. Nice to see you guys out there in the WOII land again. But just wanted to welcome you to the weekly Wisdom Live, and it's brought to you by the WOIII Women of Impact Innovation International, and we're honoring wisdom while building the next generation of innovative women leaders. So important. And each month we'll be focusing on one topic. Each week we'll be diving into different aspects of that topic. And this month's topic is women CEOs in business and leadership. And today we're going to be talking about your customers. Getting into sync with who your customers are, understanding who they are, and making sure that your product or service is geared towards your right people. So that's what we're going to be talking about today. My name is, again, Nicole Mashingadze, and my co-host is Sabrina Product. And I said product last time. I'm hoping that, is it
Oh,
product or product?
that's a hard name. It's a Serbian name, so chances of getting it right is 50-50. But neither is, was it Massing
I know, Mashingadze.
Mashingaze?
Yes,
Mashingaze. Thank you.
yeah,
Mashingaze. You
close
heard it
enough.
first here. Mashingaze.
Yeah. Yeah, it took me a good 3-4 months before I could get it. I had to say it over and over again. So
Oh,
compliments of my husband. So but anyway, so today we really want to talk to you ladies about what we just talked about, your perfect customer avatar. And the question is, do you know who your customer is? How much do you know about them? Um, uh, how do they want to be served? Understanding their own habits. Are they on Facebook? Are they on Instagram? Are they on TikTok? Are they a group of people who don't get on the internet at all? Where do they like to shop? Are they more Walmart people or Target? So all these different things that we need to know and understand about our customer avatar. And then we also want to understand their pain points. What are the things that keep them up at night? So that's really where that sweet spot is, where you can get into the stream of solving their problems, because we all know that business, that's what it's really about. Being a CEO, having your own business, doing these things that we're doing, it really is all about solving a problem for someone. So if one of the wonderful things that I love now, come to love, is Instacart. I don't know if you ladies have heard of Instacart, but it solved a big problem for me, and I'm sure for a lot of very, very busy women and busy families. Someone else to do your shopping for you. So your grocery shopping, all this other kind of thing. So that gap was filled. So Instacart, I'm sure, had think tanks and things of that nature that they put together, where they really went into and dove deep into what do our customers need, what are their pain points, which is why I believe they're so successful today. So, but anyway, I didn't know if you had anything to
well,
add to
and
that.
yeah, and I want to weigh in on that too. Identifying your avatar and then where to find your avatar.
Mm,
So I want to kind of take it to another level. We all like to network, or you should do some type of networking, whether it's online or in person, because how else are people going to know about you? I mean, you can
mm,
market and advertise, but even with your networking, your avatar should be there.
mm,
If they're not there, that might not be the right networking platform for you. So when you're picking organizations and events and things to be connected to, ask yourself, is my avatar there? Will I find them? So here's a classic example. I'm a financial coach. I specialize in retirement options, life insurance, reducing debt, those types of things. Most business networking events in my community where you got hundreds of those people there. And I show up There's at least 5 of me. And they're also businesses, people that have businesses, which means that 9 times out of 10, they already have got a financial person in their court. So is that where I am going to find my avatar? Probably not. I will find maybe people that may refer, that's not in my space. So where would I go to find my avatar? Well, it would probably be family events where you got parents, mommies and daddies, maybe people that are thinking about retiring, those types of things. That's where I'm going to find my avatar. So it's really important for you to know who your avatar is so that you can find that person and not be spinning your wheels. It might feel good to you to be in this business networking group, but if they're all people like you, then chances are none of them are going to be your client. Am I right about that, Nicole?
Oh, that is so you're right on the money on that one. Yeah. So and I think that's what happens a lot of times, especially in the beginning, with wanting to network and things of that nature. Now, those places are great places to go to find people that you want to do B2B with. People that you want to coordinate with in other areas, maybe put an event on or something like that. That's perfect. But it's definitely most likely not going to be where you find your customer. And especially like in the space that I work in with entrepreneurs in the first 1 to 3 years, your main focus should be figuring out where that customer avatar, like you said, is, and where you can meet them. So if you decide to do online or offline, and thinking outside of the box too is very good. So like you said, you wouldn't find them necessarily there, but you could go to real estate meetings. You could go join organizations of realtors, right? There are different organizations, builders, those organizations, things like that, where people are in business, right? And they may even have teams and businesses of people that they can introduce you to. You could just go down that line of their business. So, for instance, a builder who has, a 10-person office, right? That'd be perfect for you in that space. So yes, that's so important not to end up in the wrong places,
Right.
so that you're spinning your wheels.
And now I want WOII members to see. Look at what just happened. Because Nicole and I are having this conversation, and I gave an example of myself. Now look at what she did. She identified a place where I could find my avatar. Just that quick. You guys better connect with Nicole. I'm telling you, she's on point. She's on point. So you need to be in these rooms. You need to be with WOII and attend these Facebook Lives, because you never know what you're going to find or who is going to help you find your avatar, who's going to help you promote and market your business. Now, Nicole, I had lunch with a young lady. She was just starting out in business. And this is what I think this is really important. She has spent over $5,000 and hasn't got the first client yet.
Oh, wow.
Because what happens is we get caught up in, well, I need to have this tool. I need to have that tool. And so all she's done is become everybody's customer. She's young. She's like 27. And I had that conversation with her. I said, you have to be careful when you're starting out in business and you're new, that you don't become the fish food. You need to be with someone like a Nicole, or even me. I do a little bit of business coaching. So you avoid some of those pitfalls. I talked to another lady who spent over $10,000.
Oh, wow.
She has spent, I think she even took some of her money out of her 401k. She borrowed money from her 401k to start this business. It's a minimum of 10,000. Hasn't got the first client yet.
Oh, wow.
Because people get to you and they sell you the pipeline, they sell you the dream. And I've got to have a $5,000 website and a $5,000 referral tool and all of these things, and they spend and then somebody sells me a marketing funnel, but you aren't even ready for a marketing funnel until you get your business plan. You and I talked about that.
Mhm.
Mission statement, vision statement. You got to get the core things done first. Identify your avatar, find out where they are, start networking, and then you do all of that. What
Yes.
What do you have to say about that, Nicole?
Uh, you're right on point. I mean, like, honestly, this is such gold, I think, because you can go down that rabbit hole. And for one, I've done it too. I mean, back in the day, and it's really not the highest and best use of your resources and your money. Here's the thing that I tell people: you know what you want to do. You have the confidence. That's why you're stepping out to be the CEO of your own thing in the first place. It just takes a little time to sit down and really process and think. You know where those people are. You know what you need to do. So it's kind of like you focus there first, getting a little traction first. And even like a lot of these tools and things like that, there's so many things that we can attach ourselves to. But
Mm-hmm.
I even recommend people start with the free stuff.
There you
So
go.
even with the website, you know, having something on Facebook and taking GoDaddy and going and reserving your domain name with GoDaddy and having that forwarded that to a Facebook page is good enough in the beginning, especially if you design it and you're posting something every single day. People just want to know that they're more interested that you're real and understanding what you do, and taking a Facebook page and posting something every day, doing videos on it every once in a while. I believe that's more effective than the latter, having to spend $4,000 or $5,000 on a website. And I'll give an example. We One of our businesses that we have is and before now we've been more offline than online for us, and we have a mobile home dealers business, and we primarily deal in the 55 plus community. So a lot of these 55 plus individuals will come from, we live in Arizona, so they're coming from everywhere, and they spend half the year here. So a lot of them end up in manufactured homes in these manufactured home communities,
Hmm.
where they spend half the time. They come and they golf and they do all these things. But side note is that most of what we did up to this point is that we focus, number one, primarily on that 55 plus community, but also we oh gosh, I lost my train of thought. So
You
where
had
was
the 55 plus community.
I
We
did?
were talking about finding your avatar and
Yes.
um,
So
spending all that money up front. We did that.
yes. Sorry, guys.
Yeah, that's
Brain.
okay.
So, okay. So, spending all that money up front. So, essentially, what we did was we actually went to the different communities around here and spoke with them, and then built the relationship that way. And I didn't have a website, right? I didn't have a website for the first 8 to 10 months in business. And then
Wow.
after, yeah. So we did something a little different. So people will tell you, I'm not saying to do it that way, but I'm saying we didn't have a website for the first 8 to 10 months in business. We did have a Facebook page, and we posted on our Facebook page. It didn't hurt us in the least. Once we decided to do that and then we niched down, we went from basically doing 1 to 2 homes a month to that following year, we had done 30, and we still had just gotten into the place where we gotten a website. So I just like to tell people things like that, because um, the shiny object syndrome and thinking that you got to have all the tools, that's not necessarily so. You
Wow.
really just need to hone in on who your customer avatar is, and that's exactly what we did. We knew we were going into this space, but then we started to hone it down. We said, who do we want to serve in this space, right? We didn't want to serve the all family. That just wasn't our stick. We knew we wanted to serve, we figured out we wanted to serve the 55 plus community, and then we got into, well, then where are they? You know what I'm saying? Where are they? Where are they buying? Who are they buying from? Why are they buying? When are they moving? Right? When are they most likely to buy these homes? So we really got into the mindset. And what are the pain points? Why are they selling? Why are they buying? So those are the kind of questions that we got into first. and really understanding who we were serving and how we were really able to go to something that was kind of like a hobby for us. We saw the niche, and we jumped into it, got real clear with who our customer avatar was. And the next year we had done 30 homes.
So
So,
I want to go back to something you said. I mean, you just dropped some serious nuggets here. So first of all, I don't know if anybody knows what forwarding your website is. Very easy to do. You buy your domain from GoDaddy or wherever. I love GoDaddy, so that's my baby. And then all you do is you have that pointing to wherever you want. It can point to your Facebook page. It can point to your website. It can point to anything that's already established. That has an IP address. It can point to it. So that's very simple. You don't need a website. Now, my first website, I got a Wix account. I built it myself. Didn't know what the heck I was doing, but I wasn't about to pay somebody $2,000 to do something. I was too new, didn't have those financial resources. Now we're talking 10 years ago. So, but I got it there. If you think you can understand a few basic steps, you can build your own. It's really not that hard. Just a very simple, basic landing page. If that's something that you want to do. When you first start out, you want to minimize your overhead. You're new. Now, another thing that Nicole said, she went out and found them. She wasn't sitting behind a computer. Ladies, you might have to leave your house. Get out of that front door and leave your house and go look. You said you went to different places. You identified who they were. And you made those relationships so you can find those people. This is finding your avatar. Paying someone. I met a lady the other day. She charges $20. Now, not that she doesn't deserve that. She charges $20,000 to do your branding and marketing package. Well, if you're brand new in business, that's probably not for you if you're brand new. Now, if you're an established business, you need to up your bottom line. You probably need someone like that because maybe what you're doing is not working. But what you need to ask yourself is, what is going to be my return on investment? If I invest this $20,000, I'm using her as an example only. Am I not only going to get that $20,000 back because you don't want to even board? You don't want to just get your money back. You want to profit above the $20,000. So does this person have a proven track record in my industry? Because they will show you someone that they did a great job that's in real estate, but I'm in financial services. So can they show me someone in my arena in financial services that they've helped in their branding and marketing to meet their financial goals? Okay, Sabrina, we're gonna find you $40,000 worth of business. You spend 20. Okay, I'll buy into that then. Then I'm gonna get 20 grand. My 20,000 I invested with you plus my 20,000. So again, knowing your avatar again when you're in securing someone to help you build your business. Do they have experience in your line of business with your avatar? Yeah. Do you think that's important, Nicole?
I think that's key. And I'm glad you said that. Yes, that's very, very important. Because I've just personal experiences. I hate to keep going back to personal experiences, but everything that you're saying, it's like I feel like I've been there, done that, right? Really having someone coach me who knew nothing about my line of work or business. And I, can just attest to that, just spending close to $10,000 a month for someone to come in and help with my business, but they really didn't understand what I was doing. And to be honest with you, great person. But I don't really think they helped me all that much. So I think that's key, making sure that you get people that really understand who you are. And to be honest with you, this is my thing. And I would say this even for people, even for us, those of us who are coaching or even just our clients, do your client a favor if you're not the right fit for them. Just do your client a favor, because in my opinion, looking back, he should have done me a favor, because to me, looking back, it was more about him and what he had to offer than it was about me and my business. So that goes, both ways. So just be careful not to do that, not to align yourself with someone who doesn't really understand what you're doing, but also not to do that. Don't pay that forward either, right?
And
Get
that
you a
that is
network of
perfect.
people. Yeah, get you a
That
network of
is
people that
perfect.
you can refer off to, you know?
I had a personal experience with that myself. So I'm a financial coach, right? I help people do debt elimination plans. I help them plan for the future so they have income. Well, someone got referred to me that was going through a divorce, getting ready to file for divorce, and all this minutia is going on in their life, and he's hiding money, and I'm going to divorce him and all that. But you know what? I knew that I was not the person for her at this juncture in her life. She
Mm,
wasn't going to get life insurance. She wasn't going to get a retirement plan. She wasn't going to get an annuity. She wasn't going to get a 401k. That's not what she needed. Now, I could have tried to weasel all that in
mm,
there, but I knew that was not in her best interest. What she needed was an attorney.
yeah.
She needed someone that was in family law that could help her protect her assets at this point, what she already has, so he doesn't get it, so that she could get herself prepared to file for divorce. And I am not the person she needs right now at this point in her life.
Mm-mm.
Now, if I was greedy and was looking out for myself, I'd have convinced her that she needed an annuity or she needed a retirement plan. She needed some future income. I'd have convinced her of all this kind of thing. That would not have been right to her, knowing full well that all I would have done was encumbered her even more financially. You see,
Exactly.
so go ahead.
No, I said, you know why? You know why? Because I was thinking about the live that you did last week. I forget the wonderful lady's name, because you have EQ. It's
Sharon
like,
Anderson. Sharon
yeah,
Anderson.
yeah. So that emotional. So that it's like it's wonderful how all this kind of weaves itself in, and how what you just said is actually demonstrating that, right? So it's like that emotional intelligence and understanding that you're here to serve. You're here to be of service to the people who are best for you and that you're best for, right? And everyone else. And that's why when we were talking earlier about, yeah, you go to that networking group or meeting, right? That may not be best for you, but it may be best for you to network with people you can line up yourself along with to pass off on, because you can go into their Rolodex. They may have a great attorney that they know. They may have, you know what I'm saying, that you can network in that way with those people so that you can be a good have good services for your customers. So
Yes, and be
um,
able to refer. So I
yeah, yeah.
fortunately in my Rolodex, I had an attorney I referred to because you want to give people a choice. Because I'm not recommending, I'm saying this is someone that I know in my network and refer on. So like you said, do yourself a favor. It is about listening, that emotional intelligence. This woman was going through something very traumatic in her life. She wanted to talk about it. I gave her that respect. But then again, out of respect for her, I referred her on. And I said, once you get all that settled, come back to me. Once you get
Mm,
all of that, and now see, now what will happen? She'll respect me for that.
mm.
She'll respect me. But again, knowing your avatar, stand in your lane. Again, right? Stay in your lane.
Yes.
Don't try to be something that you're not, or take on business you can't handle. When you know that's not your field of expertise, just for the dollar.
Mm-hmm.
That's
Yeah.
another thing we want to mention too. Knowing your avatar. Don't go outside of what you're good at. What do you think about that, Nicole?
I think that's wise advice. Yeah, and there's this line with stretching yourself, right, and moving to that next level. So we're not talking about that, but we're just talking about not being everything to everybody, and not having to grab for straws. And a lot of times that happens with people. The temptation is there, particularly in the beginning when you're really just trying to make money. But if we go back to what we talked about the weeks before, with the mission, the vision, and understanding the core values and who you are, who you serve, and where you're going, then you stay in alignment with that. And then getting to understand who your customer avatar is and stay in alignment with what their needs are, right? Really honing in and understanding who they are and what they need, and in particular, what they need from you and your company, right? And being really good at delivering that, really good at knowing and understanding who they are. Kind of like I always think about, like, a wonderful butler, right? So before you even ask, right, he's there with the tray right in front of you,
Yes,
whatever
yes.
whatever you need. Like, our companies should be possibly thinking in that manner, that we're there to serve them, and we know them inside and out. So
And I
that's
like that. The other thing I want to mention, I highly recommend a business coach. Now, there's tons and tons of them out there. I have a business coach when I first disconnected from corporate America, and this person is still my business coach today. She has a master's degree in business. She's phenomenal. She knows what she's doing, and so having someone who's experienced and that can coach you. Actually, no, she's a doctor. She has her doctorate degree in business. I'm sorry, don't want to take that away from her. She has her doctorate degree in business, and so it's okay to do that because you want to avoid some pitfalls. There are some pitfalls, or they help bring your focus in. I mean, I still meet with her today. She is still my business coach today. As a matter of fact, she's now writing a curriculum for a book that I wrote. So she is still very much coaching me and mentoring me along the way. She watches me. So it's okay to have a business coach of some kind to help navigate you and find your avatar, because I didn't even know what an avatar was. And I was a businesswoman. I was a corporate operations manager, but I didn't know what a avatar was. So she helped me build that avatar. She still
that's
keeps me
awesome.
in line too. But what are your thoughts on having a business coach? We got about
Yeah,
a minute. What do you think about
yeah.
that?
Another great point, great advice. Business coaches are a must. I have a business coach now, and even in times where, haven't had, always had someone who was more in a mentoring state for me. So even, going through in and out of it. So yes, business coaches are very, 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 very important, because they see things that you don't see when you're in it, when you're in the thick of it.
Yeah.
It's really good to have somebody that's guiding you, but again, somebody who understands your niche, or what you're going through, in, or where you're trying to go in your business, and has some kind of an understanding for what that is. I think, so I think coaches are crucial. I won't live without a coach, to be honest with you.
And
So
coaches have coaches. So I mean, everybody needs a mentor. You take the best boxer in the world, he's got a coach. Or
mm,
she, women now. But anybody that's competed sports, high level, Olympics, whatever, they have a coach. Someone that's not in the ring, but they have the experience. So make sure when you're choosing a coach that they have experience. They should be able to share their knowledge and experience, maybe even giving you a list of people that they've worked with that can have testimonies, or that can give you a review of their services. Again, this is your business. You want to take it seriously and hire the people that are going to help you reach your goals, but that are credentialed, that have experience and your needs, so that you don't waste your time and your money. This
yeah.
has just been
Yeah.
wonderful. What do you think, Nicole?
I think it's been awesome, and thank you, ladies, for listening and being here. And I'm just wishing you many, many more successful years in your business, and hoping that that you gained a little bit about understanding about customer avatar and why it's important. And actually, what I want to say too, Sabrina, I don't know how we do this. This is my first time, but I do have a little sheet for any of the women who want it. Maybe if they put their information down in the chat or anything like that, that we could forward to them to help them build out their perfect customer avatar, because there is kind of like a system to it. And I'd be more than happy to forward
Yes,
that
we
to them.
can do that.
Yeah.
First of all, again, Nicole, tell everybody what you do.
I am a visionary coach, business coach, actually, is what I'm doing in this season of my life. So we help with strategic planning and coaching for businesses between the first 1 and 3 years of their business. So we go through and we help them with the mission, the vision, the planning, the strategic planning. And then we go back in and we, once we get all that set up with the customer avatar, the message and branding, we go back and we take that strategic plan and we help them over a year's time really put that into process with their 1 year goals and breaking that down all the way to their daily tasks so they get it done. So we're visionaries in action. Yeah.
Do you have, how can they reach you? Do you have, I'll put a banner out right
Yeah.
now. What is it?
They can go to visionariesinaction.net.
Now you're
And
talking fast.
yeah, sorry.
VISIONAR. Is that visionary or naries?
Aries, RIES, visionariesinaction.net.
Inaction.net. So I have visionariesinaction.net.
Yeah, they can remember
Right.
that net. It'll catch them every time.
All right. So let me, is that it?
Yes, that's it.
Visionariesinaction.net. That's how you can find Nicole. Visionariesinaction.net. That's how you can find her. And then you will send them a sheet, you said?
I'll send them a sheet. Actually, on there too is they can click and they can get a free business guide there, kind of like a breakdown. That's on there as well. But if they go there and they sign up for the business guide, I'll also send them that sheet as well.
Great. Thank you so much for being here. We've certainly enjoyed listening to you and sharing these tidbits on your avatar. I'm Sabrina Protic. You can always find me at sabrinaprotic.com, sabrinaprotic.com. And we're going to close this out. We're so excited to have had this conversation. We want to thank all of you for joining us today. And we hope today's innovative nuggets of wisdom have inspired you to take action towards an even greater life. Join us each week live or hit that pound replay. For more information, to join as a moderator, a board member, or to attend our annual Powerful Women Summit. Woo, 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 woo. We're excited.
Yes,
Powerful annual Powerful Women Summit. Say that. Powerful Women Summit.
Yes, powerful women. Powerful women. Yes.
Yes, that's coming up August 25th. You don't want to miss that, 25th through the 27th. Go to our website at womenoiii.com. That's womenoiii.com. Or contact myself, Sabrina Protic. You can find me anywhere. You can send me an instant messenger. You can find me. My email address is sabrina@sabrinaprotic.com, or also ambassador at WOIII. So look for us. Reach out to Crystal Richardson for details, or myself. We'd be happy to tell you how you can become a part of WOIII and attend this powerful event coming up. I already got my hotel reservations made, so I will be there. So our wish for you is that you have a great week. Amen. And continue to live each day unapologetically with honor and gratitude. And remember, keep rising, because woman, you are powerful. We'll see you next time. Bye from Nicole and Sabrina.
Bye, ladies.